But I mean, the main question is, does the bubble exist?
um,
We have
I will tell
undeniable
it
proof.
again. No, no, the bubble do not exist. It is. mm, I don't know if I want to tell it again, but okay, I will. So the bubble itself don't exist. The game, the models, as I am in the topic of the models, uh, the model is having meshes and the collisions. And this bubble, like for example, when the horse is riding, you cannot pass through like a ghost behind the horse. It is because you have the desync. So your client is sending packets to the server is sending packets to your client. And if you have too much packets, it's making bottleneck. So the game, your client is delayed compared to the server. So the horse on your screen is not in the place where the when the server reads it. So we are working on the optimization, also about the models, and I hope we will be able to fix it or make it smooth.
Also, I wanted to return to this question about players feeling how smooth the game goes. Uh, and yeah, Bogush said everything correct. It was correct, but about old engine and engine problems. But also, it we actually need to reinvent this lag compensation system. Most of modern games got its own lag compensation system. We got old version, and I know half of you think it is really bad, half of you think it is great, others don't think anything and know nothing, and they are the most happiest people in the world. Yeah, we tried to turn on and turn off this lag compensation and ask players how it goes. If I'm not mistaken, we got lag compensation on for arenas right now and instance battles, but lag compensation for open world PvP is off, if I'm not mistaken. So we got some activities with this lag compensation, some without it, and according our polls, it is the most optimal way of the game is playing. Yeah, we need uh, to open this and down from the scratch. This is one of the key for the problem. Most of the project modern project got this lag compensation system. It is inside every modern engine like Unreal Engine, Unity, with all those standard multiplayer features. But we such, and we need to do something by ourselves. It is not very easy, and it is okay. I'd say so. We don't have any plans in nearest future to fix it. Okay, uh, we are praying on this seasonal world with relatively clear base and swift enough machines to give you most smooth experience that we could do for you.
There is also a question from Fanega. It's compare Goderland 1 and 2 to project to the Goderland 3 or to the Arden. Mm, I also played Godland 1 and Godland 2, and I know that sometimes the nostalgia hit us, but I still remember the Chinese lancers hitting from 5 tiles. It wasn't so smooth as we talk about it today. It was also full of the problems, full of the lags, but guys, be aware that if we are speaking about this server 51, which was having like the biggest problems with the lag and the desync, like digging fake tunnels under the claim, like a few hundred tiles, uh, creating additional objects to put them, to turn on the floor lamps, it is not helping much. If it was like a normal, no one would abuse it. Your gameplay experience would be much better.
Okay, let's return to our main topic. Otherwise, we will just will not return to our seasons.
No, then it's
don't
okay
talk
because the technical question is a question which comes up in the community a lot. So we appreciate that you addressed it today verbally during the AMA. If we go back to the seasons, indeed, the initial design was that a season will go for about 6 months. Is it a set date? Do you plan to extend it or or not? And which factors will be considered?
Yeah, for the first season, we want to make it 6 months. It will consist of 5 ages, most of them with 4 weeks duration and one for 8 weeks. So it will be 6 months. We but it is what we plan right now. Different seasons could get different durations, but for now we want to test and check all these, check everything according this plan. Maybe next seasons will be shorter, maybe some seasons will be longer. We will see how it goes. But for the first season, we decided to go such way.
Okay, and as far as seasons are concerned, seasons is a very PvP oriented experience. And when we talk about PvP, we also talk about guilds and guild warfare. So will there be any win condition in this seasonal add-on? And depending on which factors, a guild might be considered a winning guild during the season.
Yeah, yeah. The ranking itself for the season, you'll be able to earn the points in few categories. One is instant battles. If you win, you get some points. The next the next part will be guild wealth and like overall rank of the guild. It will most likely give like the major points. And the next one will be the number of the provinces you control at the end of the season, and all of this will be sum up, and then based on this, we'll have, like, let's say, the winner of the season. We will try to develop some kind of the achievement board or seasonal leaderboard. However, we are not sure if we will be able to develop it for the start of the season one, because it is kind of difficult by the technical side, but it's definitely thing that we want to introduce in the future.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will require a lot of additional together and from different points. It is okay. We could calculate everything time to time, but for such online table, it is not so easy to implement actually, for now at least. But yeah, we will show how this calculation works, and you could understand how much points each guild got. Maybe sometimes we will just make I don't know, maybe we could add such tables at the end of each age as example. So it will be just like stats for everyone or something like that. So yeah, we will got some formula, some points for guilds they will want to achieve if they are hunting for these royal titles and that they will reward in the end of the season.
Yeah, actually, there is a question. There is a message. Engrave names of the season winning guilds into a stone. Yeah, we plan to do something similar. We want to introduce as rewards like banners with the heraldry of your guild, maybe some statue, maybe something. So if you are the best, if you conquer, if you win, your guild legacy will stay in this game forever.
Yeah, maybe we could do like I don't know. I don't know if we got some League of Legends players here. They got skins with winners of World Championship. Some after a few months of they got champion. So maybe we will think about such custom rewards for such guilds. Maybe we will add I don't know monument that will be designed such guilds or something like that. We will just think about rewards a bit later. Yeah, I also saw a few questions about a date. I will repeat one more time. We don't have a date. We are planning to. Okay, I think we will be ready in the end of the summer, but it is as we don't have straight deadlines right now. As I told before, it is not about. We don't have such pressure from this side, so we could. We will be ready, I think, in the end of the summer, but the release date will be maybe it will be in the autumn. I hope it will not. It will be not in the winter, but in the autumn. I'm almost sure.
Well, yeah, but as we know now, preparation is key, and we don't want to roll out a product which is not quite ready yet. Going back to the rewards, I personally envisage it as far as I know, there was an event in Life is Feudal when there was a big red moon in the sky. Probably we could etch the name of the guild on this moon and stick it to the to the sky, so it will just oppressively look at everyone from above.
You know, such ads, such placements too much. Maybe. Okay, we will think about it.
As
Maybe
maybe.
Maybe we will add this to April's Fool's Day or something like that. Not for permanent as permanent action, but maybe we'll think about this idea. Yeah, okay.
There was actually a question about the guild system in chat. I believe it was from Drogo about the system of alliances. So moving on to the seasonal add-on, some changes will be introduced to the guild system. Could you tell us a little bit more about that? Which changes will be introduced in this particular mechanic?
Yes, yes. Some changes will be added. It is mostly the limit for the characters in each guild. It will be capped at the 50 unique accounts. It is to avoid like the mega groups of like a few hundred players to at some point reduce a desert, and also to avoid situation when most of the players like from alliance like friends will hop into one guild just to be in the winning guild. We want this season, as we are providing the rewards like for your legacy, we want to make it just fair, so everyone will have more or less the same terms of winning, of playing. The next one will be as we 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 are not able to prepare like a complex alliance system, since this mechanic is very complex. It requires a lot of code, a lot of different departments working together, and it is overall not easy. We want to work on the permissions between the guilds and between the characters, and we want to limit it as much as we can. It is also to address the problems of the onion claims. So most likely after this change, the onion claims will be still possible, but it will be harder to use them and abuse. And the biggest problem, as we see, it's like the most of the guilds uniting in one alliance. You have no chance to win if you are facing 200 people in one alliance in one guild. It is at some point not fair. It is kind of game killing. So we want to work on the permissions to not allow to play few claims in a few guilds in one claim. The same will go for the personal characters, as we need to do it to not allow bypass these limits, but the permissions inside the guilds will still be working. So you will still be able to sort your objects, your buildings, your permissions inside the guild, but not outside, not to characters which are not part of your guild, and not the guilds, not not the other guilds.
Actually,
These sorry, all these private permissions actually I was really wondering when when I realized how it works, that you can give to any person a different even without guild. So actually there is no guilds at all in Life is Feudal. That was my first thought. Then I realized how this permission system works, and these guilds is only about it's only about hitting each other and don't lose alignment. It is something strange actually. So yeah, we decided to go this way, and as you think, and it is right, it will be much harder to go in big alliances, and it is a big a big move to for a mid-sized guild on the server. So it will be, we hope it will be more competitive than it is right now.
And also, this change will at some point promote the local wars. So you will not be able to ask the other guilds from the different side of the map to come and help you. I mean, they can if they build a claim, they build a military, they will be able to help you, but they will have to use their own structures, they put their own items, etc., etc. We want to promote local wars.
Yeah. Also, we still got all these military outposts benefits with bindings on with inventory. So yeah, if you want any allied guild to join, they could just build military outpost at your base and start fighting from this point, but not using your resources.
And also, we are not planning to apply these changes to the Arden, to the regular Arden. On the green zone, even
Yeah.
with the private claims or the green zone guild claims, you still will be able to use the permissions as they were before, as they are right now.
I hear that there are a lot of thought put into how to balance guilds between each other and to prevent like zorbing or similar strategies. How can you tell us more about how we plan to balance small and large guilds during the season?
We want seasons to be rewarding for both large and small groups. We are working on the introducing the age-based progression limit, which will naturally prevent large guilds from rushing straight to the end game. So if you have guild which is having 50 players and the guild which is having 10 players, they will be at the same stage. They won't be able to cross the age limit. So it shouldn't be so punishing for the small guilds. They will be able to catch up the big guilds in the technology in the claim development.
Mm. One question which came up during the preparation stage is about player-driven initiatives, and personally, it is one of my favorite questions about the Jita City. Unfortunately, with transition to this model of permissions, Jita City won't be able to function as it functions now. But do I understand correctly that potentially players now can create guilds in the green zone?
Yes. I know this case of this Jita City. I am kind of glad to see initiative like a community initiative like this. However, in the seasonal Arden, it won't be possible to create such community. Uh, Seasonal Arden is prepared to be apart from the fast pace. It is about to compete, to conquer, to fight, to win, to lose. However, they will be still able, if they want to recreate, or maybe someone else wants to create something similar to the Gita City, they will be able to do it in the green zone with the private claim and the green zone with the guild claims.
Yeah, and actually, it will be the best solution we ever got. So to go new guild green zone in Arden, in old or current Arden actually, and build any role play guild there. You can do everything without, or mostly without punishment. We will limit any sieges, but we are still thinking about part of PvP in open world that we will want to save there. Maybe it will be a small zoned PvP, or maybe open world PvP, but not without sieges one more time. So you will not lose anything of your equipment. No, equipment you will lose. but without stealing from your houses, without destroying it, and so on. But yeah, maybe we're still thinking about how much PvP will be saved for these green zone Argon guilds.
Speaking about the worlds and the new content, speaking about the green world, the red world, seasonal Arden, there is also was one question about whether it is possible to create a new map every season, so that in seasonal Arden people are competing between each other in new conditions every season. Is it in the works, or how feasible it is from the technical point of view?
It is not so hard actually to implement this. Okay, it is actually it is actually difficult, but it is possible. Okay, I see. So it is not the point for season 1, that's for sure. Otherwise, we will prepare for another half a year. We just didn't plan for that, but in future, yes, we could do it. We also will regenerate everything inside underground. So everything, all resources will be changed. Yeah, I also heard about underground rocks problem. Yeah, we will also try to solve it in the future, and maybe we could also fix it in during this guild green zone vibe at current Arden. So yeah, we could think about it, but not season 1.
Okay. One more question which we had preparing for today's AMA is actually, well, I believe we touched upon the future of Goldenland a little bit. Is there something which we did not quite get into?
Okay, return to our Gotland. It will be touched. It is we make optimization of Gotland servers with lowest population. We made a polls between players to ask them where do they play, but we also checks our own analytics, and yeah, we made this optimization, but we don't plan to close it, as it was a promise on the launch, and we until we got a population there, and it is still playable, and some players still love to play there. And we got a lot of issues during this big movement, but yeah, it will be playable without any problems. At least we see that it is it also requires another cut, but I don't think that it will be in nearest future.
Okay. I believe it is more or less everything that we initially prepared for today's AMA. Probably we could address some questions from our current chat. Actually, there were several questions about PvP and about combat. People say that combat is not quite balanced currently it is a little bit clunky. There are some shortcomings. For example, alternative hit direction. Yes, I remember. I see it. So yeah. Is there any plans to rework combat, to rebalance combat, or something like this? Bogush, you are muted.
Balancing,
Yeah, I'm
balancing
sorry.
is
I mean,
balancing is
balance.
endless.
Yes, it's like an endless cycle. Uh, as you know, there is many factors which are in terms of the PvP. It is not only weapons. It is also about the armors. It is also about the lags and desync. There is many factors. For some of them we cannot change like instantly, like the values. But yes, it is planned to rework the weapons and the armors to balance it more and more. It will come sooner or later. It is, as you know, it is not exactly our priority right now. Priority is to make the seasonal system working without the problems, to avoid the mistakes that happened in past with the transition between the project. And about the alternative hit direction, yes, but I remember about you, and it is in progress. It is
He
in
bothering
progress.
me. He bothering
I
me each week with this question. We know about this, and we will try to solve it.
I mean,
There was
it is already in the research how we can fix it in like the best way.
It, it I should also say that all these problems with alternative hit direction is very hard reproducible at our test servers. And so when we got these all of your videos that you show us, we show to devs, okay, that is the problem. And they say we don't have any problems. And even our quality assurance team, they can't achieve such problems at our test servers. So it is a really tricky thing. And okay, we and even if we will try to fix it, but it will be in mostly blindly fix, and we will just ask you to check if it works or not, just because we can't reproduce it on our servers. We just see such videos, we hearing about it from the community, but it is hard to fix, hard to find, hard to reproduce, and that's why hard to fix. We will try,
so
but it is not easy.
and creating bugs is also a skill.
It is.
You must be at least this skillful to produce a bug. Anyways, there were several questions about the dev diaries and whether we will continue doing dev diaries and whether we'll be continuing with this format. I believe, in a way, this is a start. So we know that we have gone mute for a prolonged period of time. There were some verbal armors here and there, not very structured. Sometimes after the patch is released. Still, we have some content planned. And one of the content is actually talking more about all the technical issues or all the technical side of the project, about the engine, about things that our developers encounter every day. So you can expect some new interesting pieces of information later down the road. And we may not address all the technical questions today because today was mostly about the seasons, about this very important transition. But in the future, we will definitely allocate some time, allocate some separate um, format, event, separate armor specifically for technical side of the game. Um,
I see here one more important question. It's about the Drogo. I didn't understand with no terms between the guilds. I will explain it one more time. So, the alliances, they will still exist, but not in a way that they are right now. You will still be able to set the standing friendly to fight together, but do not lose alignment. But the other guild won't be able to use your buildings, your gates, your items to fight. So, in short words, you will have to work with the local claims to make some kind of the alliance to protect each other and fight together.
Actually, there is one question from